On this. Okay, how you guys doing? It's your boy Lux, aka Danny. I'm back with another interview. This is Lux News Network. I have a special guest here today. I'm gonna allow him to introduce himself. And this interview is called "What's It Like Being a Rapper?" From Philly. Okay.
Mhm. What's up, guys? My name is Lil Maki Raw. Some prefer, Raw. Some people call me Maki. You could choose wherever, I'm both Maki and Raw. Feel me? But I'm just a kid from Philly, upcoming artist, just doing my thing, and seeing where it goes. And thank you for having me, by the way.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good, 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 good.
Well,
Good, good. Okay, so okay. The name Maki Raw, Lil Maki Raw. How did you come up with that?
so the funny story behind that. So the name Maki came from the fact that I watch anime a lot. And my favorite anime character, if nobody knows, is Naruto. You
Okay,
know, and
Naruto. Okay.
and- yeah, Naruto. His last name is was it Uzumaki? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Hmm.
Uzumaki, something like that. So I took the Maki from his last name, pretty much. So that's how the Maki came. And the
Oh.
reason I did that is because Naruto, this anime character,
Hmm.
I looked at him as, someone that never gave up, no matter what, the challenge is. He always will try to overcome it. He never gives up. So, I took that, from a childhood. I'm like, yo, he's a cool, even though he's not real, but he's a cool, like, anime character to kind of look up to, as in just the fact that every time he's down, he comes right back up.
Yeah,
So that's why
yeah.
I kind of took the name Maki, yeah. So the part Raw is I'll say Raw is my other side. I'll say that's my alter ego. So Raw to me is the side where you won't see me on an everyday basis, like stuff I would say to people. Raw is like what my subconscious mind will say. So he's just that raw uncut person that's gonna say the truth, like 100% truth. He don't care how you feel about it. So that's Raw. So Raw is like basically my raw emotions that I'm not going to hide from the world. So basically, that's who Raw is. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's basically two artists in one. You got Maki and Raw. They're both different though, but two artists in one.
Got you. Kind of like
Yeah.
Eminem, Slim Shady, and
Uh-huh. You
Marshall
got it.
Matter. Yeah.
Yep, like that.
Okay. Good, good, good.
Yeah.
What made you want to rap?
So I would say the whole rapping thing started from honestly, it was just for fun at first. I tried it out. Um, it was for fun. Then I had people around me at the time that was like, yo, you actually nice. You should try and take it serious. But at the time I didn't take it serious, it was just like, But I guess I started taking it serious because one time I had this dream where I was on a stage, and basically when I went on the stage, the crowd was just yelling raw, raw, raw the whole time. Just yelling raw, raw the whole time. Like I was just standing on stage and they was just yelling that name raw. And literally, and that's how Maki Raw came to be, because when I first started rapping, it was actually just Lil Maki. But when I had that dream and saw everybody yelling raw, that's how come when I woke up, I was like, yo, my name is now Little Maki Raw. That's how the Raw came in. Yup. That's how the Raw came in. Came from a
That's an
dream.
interesting story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I think about what the where you got it from Naruto, Uzumaki, and then that. Yeah, that's interesting. That's
Yeah.
unique. And I see your chain. It says Raw too, so I didn't
Yeah.
notice that. No.
Yeah. But make sure the R is backwards.
Oh, got you, got
So
you.
it's Lil Maki. So Lil Maki, you can say Lil Maki Raw or Lil Maki War. So basically, the reason why I gave this Raw character two names is because I feel like, so his name is Raw, but I feel like it sounds like someone that's going to war with somebody. Like he's very angry, very loud. He's a rock star. So Raw is the rock star. Put it that way.
Okay.
So that's why I did the R backwards. Because I feel like his sound sounds like someone that's going to war. Yeah.
All right, that's good. That's unique. How long has music been a part of your life?
It's a good one. I'll say music been part of my life since I don't know, maybe like 3, 4 years now. But I've only started taking it serious maybe 2 years now. I'm 2 years in taking it serious.
Okay,
Yeah.
2 years and two. Okay.
Yeah, taking it serious. But I discovered I could rap 4 years ago. That's when I discovered I could rap. Yeah.
Okay, are you independent or are you signed to a record label?
I'm trying to stay independent for as long as possible,
Okay.
because I've heard about all these bad record deals, and I don't want to be one of them artists, So I'm taking my time with it, seeing where everything goes, seeing who click with me, who don't click with me, and
Right,
I'm just letting everything be up to fate, up to God, whatever happens, happens.
right.
Yeah.
And make sure you have like lawyers with you to read contracts
You
because
already know.
yeah, most people don't do that. Then yeah,
You already know I'm gonna have them lawyers reading them contracts. Yeah.
yeah.
That's one thing I'm trying to do is avoid a bad deal. If I can stay independent, I don't mind it. To be honest, I just love the music. I don't even care about the money for real. I just like the fact this just the art behind the music is what I fell in love with. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay. If it wasn't for music, where would you be right now?
Huh. Wasn't for music. I don't know, maybe a doctor, a lawyer.
A doctor, a lawyer. Okay.
Yeah, maybe a doctor, or maybe a president. I might be the president by now. Who knows? Yeah.
Who knows? You know, most people say that though. If they didn't have like a talent, they'll focus more on the education. So yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's any smart, logical thing to do. If you don't got no talent, you might as well go to school and just build your education and do that. So that's why I'm glad I'm blessed with this talent because at least I have another way out. You know.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh, do you have any artist that inspires you?
Um, definitely, I would say shout out to Pac. Pac definitely inspired me. That's why I actually got my nose pierced actually right here. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I got the little Pac piercing right here in my nose. Yeah, because growing up, I was like, I'm trying to be like Pac. So yeah, I look up to Lil Wayne too. Lil Wayne's always a GOAT. I feel like in my teenage years, like younger, I feel like Lil Wayne is one of the artists, like actually the only artist I listened to actually growing up. Actually, Lil Wayne, yeah. Um, so yeah, I'll say so far those are the two that really, inspire me. There's other artists that inspire me, but the ones I would list today, I would say Tupac and Weezy and Wayne. Wayne definitely does that.
Okay, Tupac and Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you mentioned anime and Naruto was your favorite anime. You said growing up. Did you reference any anime like in the bar or anything, or do you plan on doing that? Or
Yeah, actually, yeah. My upcoming mixtape.
okay.
My upcoming mixtape. Yeah. Y'all should look out for that. Y'all should look out for that. But yeah, I got some anime bars in there. I feel like I took my talent to another level with this mixtape I got coming out. So it's gonna be a very different project, from me, from what people know how I sound. I basically took my sound to a whole different level. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
All right, all right.
Yeah, you already know. Right?
I hear some anime references. All right, looking forward to
Uh-huh.
that. All right. So just Naruto, that's your favorite anime, nothing else like Dragon Ball Z. Everybody.
I like Dragon Ball Z. I like Bleach.
Okay. Oh,
Um,
Bleach. Okay. They
yeah,
got the new Bleach season. The Thousand Blood War.
yeah, but I didn't see the new ones though. To be
Okay.
honest, I didn't see the new ones yet. Yeah, but I need to get on that. What else? One Piece was nice.
Oh
One Piece
yeah,
is nice.
One Piece still going strong. His new
Uh-huh.
episodes, oh yeah, it's been running for 20 years.
Yup. And what is it? My Hero Academia,
Oh
whatever it's
yeah,
called.
yeah, that's the hottest. That's a new
You
one.
already
Yeah,
know.
it's
You know what
been
I mean?
hot. Yep.
So when it comes to anime all around, I watch all that. And I feel like me personally, I feel like people that watch anime are very open-minded people. So people that watch anime, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely you gotta be open-minded.
yeah, and I feel like rappers that was born in the late 90s, early 2000, a lot of them they like anime and they reference it a lot. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that's why I asked that question.
Oh yeah, a lot of artists be mentioning anime nowadays.
Yeah.
That's like one of the biggest things right now.
Right. Well, where do you see yourself heading in 5 to 10 years, like your career? Like what's your vision you have for yourself?
5, 10 years from now, man, I see myself on top. You know what I mean? Maybe somewhere doing my thing, jumping off the stage into the crowd. Being probably one of the hottest artists out. But we'll see where it goes. Like I said, whatever's for me is gonna be for me. You feel
Right.
me? But yeah, 5 to 10 years, we're gonna see how it go. Raw's here to stay.
Right.
We'll see where it goes. Hmm.
Um, do you work alone or do you work with a team?
So starting out, I worked alone.
Hmm.
Um, but throughout my journey, I started meeting other people. Like I got videographers now. I got photographers. Shout out to my videographer, by the way, Runner J. Me and him, like, since from the get-go, like, he always fucked with my music. He was like, yo, bro, like, I like your sound. I'm gonna help you with your videos. And he always saw the vision. Um, and my photographer, Muhammad. I also have my recording engineer. Um, who else? His name is J2, by the way, my recording engineer. His name is J2. So I have a couple, little team building up here and there. And hopefully I get more people added onto that team. Cause I feel like this music game is not a one-man thing. You need a team behind you to really push it for real. So yeah, I'll say yeah, I have a little nice little team coming behind me.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Mm. How did you come to realize that music was the way forward for you?
So the way I figured that out is because no matter what else I chose to do in life, I felt unhappy. But for some reason, when I go in that studio and drop a track, I'll be happy as hell. I feel like I just won $1 million just by me completing the track, getting it mixed, mastered, releasing it. It gives me I don't know, this the happiest feeling ever. So that that being said, that tells me already that's what I'm meant to do, or what I'm meant to at least do right now in my point in life. Because everything else I do, no lie, makes I feel depressed, or I feel like I'm forced to do it, something like that. But I feel like when it comes to music, it's something where I actually enjoy. I get enjoyment out of it. So that's how I know it was meant for me.
Good. Um, how do you put words together? Like, what's your creative process like when you making music?
Creative process. Um, this may be funny, but all right, let's say I'm writing as Maki. If I'm writing as Maki, I would tell myself, okay, what would Maki say? Like, so Maki to me is someone who's more, um, he's more melody, so he's good at creating melodies. So any song that's like, I need melodies or I need something with more feelings in it, that's the guy Maki. I will be like, all right, what will Maki say? But if it's something where I want it to be raw, then I'll be like, all right, what is raw? What would raw say? So at that point in time, when I'm like, all right, what would raw say? I put my mindset in a savage mode. So meaning, what will my subconscious mind say? So basically, raw is my creative process of things I won't naturally like go on the street and say to somebody. Like for example, let's say I don't fuck with like a teacher or something. I could, I can't go to my teacher's face and be like, yo, you're a bitch, you're this and that, excuse my language, but I feel like through a track or through a song, raw allows me to express my deep little, you know, little feelings that, I gotta get out there, So
Yeah,
I guess
like
you can
yep.
say, yeah, Raw is the rude me. He's the rude in your face type person. So that's how I would say that's how I write my music. I just tell myself, who am I today? Am I Maki today or am I Raw right now? You know what I mean? And that's how I started off.
Okay, so it's more like your inner thoughts, like you giving a soliloquy. So like a soliloquy is like in plays like you go up on stage like but you're saying out loud what you're thinking in your mind. So something like that.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So
Okay.
something I wouldn't say out loud. That's that's how I created Raw. So Raw
Okay.
is basically, yeah, Raw is that, that raw uncut person that just doesn't care. He'll just say whatever. I'll say a prime example of Raw is from my song Icky Vicky that I dropped. Yeah, so Icky Vicky, yep. I don't know if
That's
you heard it yet.
from what's it called?
Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
You already know, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, if you listen to Icky Vicky, that's a prime example of how Raw raps or who he is. And I feel like if you listen to Randy Orton, you'll kind of get an idea of who Maki is, because Randy Orton is more like melody, it's like catchy melody. So that's Maki. But if it's something where I'm just, maybe cursing, being vulgar, that's Raw. So that's the difference between the two artists. But
Okay.
they're, like I said, we're one. It's Lil Maki Raw. We still one. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Let's see. So how would you describe your musical sound, your style for somebody that never heard your music before?
All right. My musical style, I'll say I'm a rock star. Yeah, I'm say I'm a rock star. So, they ask me about my song, I tell people I'm a rock star. So whatever you expect from a rock star, that's me. You feel me?
Okay. Um, what's your favorite project so far and why? It could be your project or it can be someone else's.
My favorite project. Oh man, I would have to say it's my tape that's coming out. That's my favorite project. My tape that's coming out. Um, but other than that aside, I have this like single that's coming out too. I'm gonna drop it in a couple of days actually. It's called Crazy. Well, Crazy, actually. Crazy. That's the name of it. So that single to me, I feel like, like I feel like that's Maki. Okay, by the way, Crazy is Maki. I'm dropping that in a couple of days. And I feel like the melody of it is really catchy. And also the way the song was written when I was going through like a tough time with like, these females, you know what I mean? They be giving me a tough time, man. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna get into that, you know what I mean? But Crazy was written of my feelings at the time. Once you hear the lyrics of the song, you're gonna know what I mean. Like, so basically, I was going through it, and while I was going through it, I wrote that song called Crazy. And I'm hoping to see what people do with it. It's a little dancey type song, you feel me? So I'm dropping that in a couple of days, and I'm gonna see where that goes. Yeah. But other than that, my favorite project I'll say is my tape. My tape coming out.
Um, how do you see sound evolving in the next couple of years?
Oh yes, my sound is always evolving. Actually, it's crazy because I sound much different now than when I first started. So I would say over the time, every time span that's going on, months, years, I feel like me as an artist, I'm changing because my mind is constantly growing. I'm constantly learning new things. So as I'm going along, my sound, my flow might change. But yeah, I've been growing as an artist. I've been changing. Hmm.
Yeah, that is true. If you go and listen to artists, their older work, um, you see more progress once they get more songs and things like that. You see them get better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything comes with time.
yeah. Next question. What makes you different from other rappers in the rap industry, in the music industry? Like, what makes you different?
So I'll say what makes me different is I feel like, hey, I got a whole different sound. I feel like no other rapper in the industry is going to sound like me. Just because I wouldn't say because other people is talented, of course. I'm just saying when I say me, as in the sound, like the voice or that vocal presence, and I feel like Maki Raw has a certain vocal presence that's different from what you hear out now. I feel like the way I flow, the way I say things is different. Um, so I would say definitely different from what's out now. I feel like I'm in my own lane actually. So I'm in my own lane. Like I understand there's a lot of different rock stars out, but I would say Maki Raw is a rock star in his own lane, I would say.
Okay, rock.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, next question.
Mm.
Who would you like to make music with right now if you had the chance? And would it be a song, an album, or would it be both?
Oh, who will I make a song right now? I like make a song with Uzi actually. It'll be a song. It could be an album, either or. The reason I say Uzi, I feel like he got that rock star vibe already to him. So I feel like our sounds will mesh. It will mesh evenly, like good together. I feel like, but hopefully that's something we could see down the line. A couple years down, we'll be looking at this video. Who
Yes.
knows?
Yeah, who knows? Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. Okay. Rappers, they talk about mental health issues a lot now. Do you
Mm.
feel like this is a good thing? And do you feel like it needs to be done more or no?
Um, I feel like mental health is a good thing to talk about, and I feel like it needs to be done more. Like I was telling you earlier, how that song "Crazy" that I wrote. Like you see, I was going through mental issues at the time, and just by me going through that mental issue, I had to write it down on paper just to get it out of my body. You feel me? But I feel like a lot of people have mental issues, but they don't have someone to talk to, or to get that pain out, you know? Because a lot of mental issues is people dealing with it by themselves. So they don't got no one to talk to, so they just hold it in, and as you hold that in, all of that built up feelings will make you go crazy. You feel me? So I'll say me personally, I if I'm ever having mental issues or some kind of breakdown going on, I get rid of it through my songs. So as soon as I write it down or whatever, I express my feelings, then boom, I'm good. It's out my body. It's good. You know what I mean? I'm chilling. But I would say mental health is a big thing, and I feel like a lot of people should seek mental health if they're having any issues, or if you hear a friend that's talking to you about suicide. That's a real thing too. Um, if you ever have a friend that's talking to you like, oh, they're trying to kill themselves, do this and that, I really do think you should reach a person and give them that helping hand, or shoulders that they need, because it's a sad world nowadays, and a lot of people, not even sad, but it's just tough nowadays, and a lot of people feel like they can't make it in life, or they can't make it through a certain situation. And to be honest, all they need is that voice, that person to talk to them and be like, yo, look, you good, you got this. And so, yeah, I really do feel like mental health is something more rappers should talk about more. Um, Hopefully one day I get into that category, as in song wise, maybe write songs, dealing with mental health. And let's see, But yeah, I definitely do think is a good thing to for people to talk about more, to try to work on it. Definitely.
Yeah, you had a great response. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, do you have any merchandise or website, Spotify or music channel that people can follow you at?
Of course, of course. But we gonna get at the ending of the video. You gonna get all the links. I
Okay.
got YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, I got all that. But you gonna get the link at the end of the video.
Okay. And are your family, are they fully supportive of your music career?
Yeah, I would say yeah, they're fully supportive. But when I say fully supportive, I'll say it's more of like supportive with like words. Oh, like good luck. Oh, you got this stuff like that. It's nothing like them putting like hands in it per se, but it's more of like vocal wise they express that they believe in me. Matter of fact, I even got my mom liking one of my songs. Like she always asks me to play it. Like she play, yo, play that one song, play that one song. So so I would say in every artist moment to get your mom to like your songs is a up. You know what I mean? That helped me.
Yeah,
That had
yeah,
me
yeah,
feeling good. That had me feeling good.
yeah. Um, hmm. What about Afro beats? You got African background. Do you like Afro beats or?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm from Liberia.
Okay.
Um, I'm actually working on some Afrobeat songs later on down the line.
Okay, all right.
Later on down the line, y'all gonna catch them from Maki Raw. You feel
Okay.
me? But yeah, me being a Liberian, I always told myself that one day I'm gonna go, I'm gonna dabble with the Afro beats, try to maybe, do something with my accent out more, with my language out more. So that's something definitely y'all gotta stay tuned for that. You know what I mean? I'm coming. I'm coming.
All right, we
You
checking
know,
that out.
yeah, slow. I'm doing slow introduction, just a slow introduction to y'all. Yeah.
And also, for a lot of rappers, they do like a little bit acting like in the skits and the music videos. Do you plan on doing that more, or have you done that before?
Oh yeah, yeah. I plan on doing some acting. Even in my music videos, I do some acting in it. Um, but yeah, I plan on doing some acts, skits, things like that. I'm into things like that. Yeah, definitely look forward to doing things like that.
Okay, that's it for the questions. Now it's your turn. If you have any questions for me, you can ask me, and then I answer them, and then we can drop the links down,
Uh-huh.
and then yeah, the interview will most likely be over by then.
All right. Well, I mean, my only question for you is, what made you start this show?
Oh, what made me start Lux News Network was basically because I'm not a fan of mainstream media, so like your CNNs, your BBCs, not
Mm,
a fan of them. It's one-sided narrative. You don't hear both sides of the story. You only hear one side,
mm.
and that one side that you hear is it only has to deal with where they at politically and where they agree. So if they
Yeah,
don't agree on the other side, you're not gonna hear that story. You're only gonna hear the side that they agree to
that's true.
push their agenda. So I like interviewing people so to get their perspective, and everybody goes through the same stuff as people. So when you interview people that's doing what they're doing, they get an idea, okay, I can relate to this person. Let me reach out to them. I saw you on this show, blah, 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 stuff like that. So that's why I started doing it. And the channel, it's slowly been growing. Remember, I had one subscriber, then it went up to 10, then 30, 50,
Mhm.
68, and then keep posting, it hit 100, keep posting, hit
Wow.
1,000. And so, yeah, it's slow progress. And
Yeah.
yeah,
But
I've
at
been
least you
in
started it
school
out.
and all that. So, huh?
Oh, you said you what?
I was in school, so
Oh,
been
going through that.
slow progress doing this channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out of school now, about to start working, so it's
I
gonna
feel
do
you.
more interviews and it's gonna be more subscribers, better production, and then yeah, the channel's gonna pick up eventually.
Of course. Eventually they're gonna look back at this video too. They're
Yeah,
gonna say you have Maki Raw. Yeah.
yeah,
What's crazy actually? This
yeah.
actually officially my first interview. So you're the first person to interview me.
For real?
Yeah. So look at
Uh,
that. So hey, if I blow up one day, man, I'm gonna refer to you. I'm gonna say, yo, it was that guy. He was the first one to reach out to me. I'm like, yo, that guy. Like, yo, for real, bro.
Yeah,
For
but
real.
we interview everybody. I interview an OnlyFans model from Brazil.
Wow.
I interview a teacher, real estate, a girl that follows Islam. I
Mm.
interview a homeless man. So
What?
yeah, yep. Once I give you the link to my channel, you can go check those
Yeah.
videos out.
All right, bet. I'm gonna definitely look at
Yeah.
that. Yeah, but for people that's trying to know my link, you can add me at Lil Maki Raw, which is LILMAKIRAW. Of course, the links is gonna be attached to the video. But yeah, just look up Lil Maki Raw. I got my single that's dropping soon called Crazy. If you know how to dance, go ahead and do a TikTok video to it or Instagram reel. You know what I mean? Let's get a dance challenge going. Feel me? Yeah. But you got any other questions for me or anything?
Oh yeah, you on TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok, bro. I'm on TikTok.
Okay. Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of
What?
rappers that blow up on TikTok too. Yeah, that's another way people blow up on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's like the
Well, I
new
mean,
SoundCloud.
you gonna do a dance to it too?
Yeah, I don't know how to dance, but yeah.
Yeah.
and,
I mean,
and
hey, it's a pretty groovy song though. You probably gonna like it. Probably gonna like it.
yeah.
Do a little dance to it. But for the subscriber watching though, y'all gotta do a dance to it too. Don't think I ain't forget about y'all. They're probably sitting there watching like, oh snap, this he want me to dance to this.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. But other than that, I think that's everything.
Okay then, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
All right, y'all.